My wife passed a few months ago. She was the greatest thing to ever happen to me. Cliche, I know, but it's my greatest truth. From the moment she walked into my high school chemistry class, fumbling all her books in hand because she was too embarrassed to wear a backpack, I fell in love. Her brown eyes were made of sandalwood from the brightest beaches, and her hair smelled like the ocean. We were the top students in our chemistry class. When I finally worked up the courage to speak to her, she was even quirkier than I. She stumbled on her words just the same, and everything seemed to fall into place. It was effortless, the only easy thing in my entire life. We'd been together for 12 years before she died, but the cancer didn't fucking care about that. It took her from me in only 2 months. In 2 months, 12 years was flushed down the drain. How am I supposed to come to terms with that? Mother says God takes the good ones early to save them from sin and serve as angels. I say fuck God if that's the case. What a selfish piece of shit. I was taking care of her. I didn't need him to intervene. I tried to preserve as much of her memory as I could. I used my laptop to record her voice before it became too weak. When her voice started to fade, I wrote her words instead. I took pictures of her immediately following the diagnosis, every day until her illness took its physical toll. I put them in a photo album labeled My Late Wife's Memory. I hung all of her favorite clothes out on her side of the closet. I have her favorite perfume still sitting on her shelf in our bathroom. Breathing her in was exhilarating. I made sure that after the funeral, I was careful taking her back home. I had to make sure I worked in secret and with haste. The cameras in the cemetery were few and far between, and I made sure her plot was far in the back. I waited for the caretaker to leave, and I made absolutely sure to fill the hole exactly how it was before. It was almost just like it used to be for a few days. Her perfume masked the smell well enough. After that, though, the smell of death was ruining it for me. She didn't smell like that, and it was an insult to her memory. Recently, I started scouring the bars, searching for women who looked most like her. The first one I found turned out to be a real bitch. She wanted no part of dressing up in her clothes, wearing her makeup, being really beautiful. She told me I was sick, and that my house smelled like shit. I caved in her skull with a hammer under my sink and dumped her in the woods. Nobody's ever going to find her. She's not even worth trying. How dare she insult my wife's memory? She was fucking ugly anyway. She didn't compare to my sweetheart. I tried a few others, but none of them listened. They were all the same, so defiant. I don't understand what's wrong with being in love, but what do they know? People waste their lives away in those bars, drowning their sorrows, and they expect to find love. They will never understand true passion and true commitment. Last night I tried something new. I Googled some things and found a lot of ridiculous spells and mock love potions, but nothing scientific, until I discovered a procedure. With the right drill bit in a certain spot in her skull, I'd be able to make her do anything. You just pour a little acid in the hole, and voila. As soon as I wiped the drool from the corner of her lip, I knew. She struggled at first, but at my command, she gave herself a spritz with my sweet love's perfume, and everything starting falling into place. She's trying on all of my wife's dresses, and despite the twitches and tumbles, she looks so beautiful. Her curves imitate my love's almost perfectly, and her eyes are glossy and beaming. She just loves my wife's makeup, but she's still working on the application. It's a little sloppy, but in time, she'll learn how to apply it just like my wife did.